What's up, Sagittarius? Let's do the weekly tea. Let's take a look at the week ahead. This last week in July, moving out of Cancer season. Leo season is about to be fully in effect. This is good for the sun, rising, or moon sign of Sagittarius. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading, so it's not going to resonate with all of you. Okay? It just can't possibly. There are 7.5 billion people on the planet, but I pick up on the energy that I need to pick up on for those that need to hear it the most. If you would like a message to be personal just for you, book a private reading with me. I do have some availability still next week, but I don't know for how long. The link to my website's in the description below. If you're new to this channel, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. It's called Soma Chandra Libra, but I read for Libra, Sagittarius, and Cancer, on occasion Cancer, on this channel. Why? Because those are the only placements in my natal chart. I'm very dedicated to those signs. I specialize in those signs, but I do read for all 12 zodiac signs. I love all 12 zodiac signs, and I read for all signs on my other channel called Soma Chandra. The link to that channel is at the top of the description below. I read for you guys there as well. Also, Sag, I dropped your August forecast over there earlier today. Go check it out. You guys have been going through a lot, and I think you're going to have a deep week. And I just want to say up front, it's going to be okay. I believe in you, Sagittarius. Whatever you guys have been going through, I believe in you. You're one of the luckiest signs I've ever met. You always land on your feet. I never underestimate a Sagittarius, so I hope these messages help you. From the Tea Leaf Oracle deck, which I was called to use. I don't use it all the time, but I felt the need to for you guys this week. Cup came out. You should accept valid criticism. There may come a time this week where someone has some constructive criticism for you. Accept valid criticism. Not gaslighting, but valid criticism. I found this interesting. Elephant came out. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I think this has come out for you already. I think you guys have been on a long journey, and hopefully it will come to a close soon. You guys have been throwing the world and the fool so much. For some of you, this is about distance and relocation from something to another place, a person, a job, or something like that. Whatever you guys, whatever journey you've been on, physical or mental, that your guides want you to know, it will leave you wiser at the end. But then the weirdest thing happened. Short journey came out, one you can take on a horse. So for some of you, this isn't true for all of you, but I have a feeling for some of you, this is about a relocation thing or a job or something like that, or the way to approach a relationship or a situation. You can either take the long road or the short road, is kind of what I'm seeing here. Some of you are going through a long journey, but this week you might have like a mini goal that you're trying to accomplish. It will be a short journey. But I get the feeling for some of you, it's like, do I take the job that I have to drive an hour for and relocate, or the short journey? So you might have somewhat of a choice to make between a long journey and a short journey. Never had those two come out together, so hopefully it will make sense to some of you. Bouquet came out. Compliments from an admirer. So this is weird. This is a week of long journeys and short journeys. This is a week of criticism and compliments. For some of you, be careful of some gaslighting. If you have a person criticizing you one minute and complimenting you another, that's a narcissistic paradigm. Be on the lookout for it. Of course, not all of you are going through something like that, but I just noticed this synchronicity and I'm like, are they letting somebody jerk them around? That's not going to be true for all of you, but I think it's going to be a week of some criticism, but also some compliments. Listen to both, okay? Don't fall into the despair over criticism. And don't think you're all that in a bag of chips when you get the compliments. Allow for the balance, right? I think you're going to have a lot of energy coming in. And dog came out. It fell out right at the end. Protection from a powerful friend. They want you to stick to your friends and stick to your dogs, okay? And listen to your friends as well. They might just be trying to protect you. You may have someone around you that vibrates at a very high frequency that is looking out for you, trying to protect you. And when it comes, there's a card of the dogs, a dog and cats, which are not the best friends. So you do have a good friend around you that is trying to help you. You have some interesting cards come out for you from the Sacred Geometry deck, the sixth chakra and transparency. The energy of the third eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities. So you will have intuitive activations this week. You guys are typically very intuitive. I personally believe that Sagittarius is the most intuitive of the fire signs. Leo can be pretty intuitive too because they're natural born leaders. Aries just thinks they're intuitive. They can be, but no offense to any Aries watching. But Sagittarius, you are insightful, intuitive people. You will have a third eye chakra activation this week. It's your sixth chakra. So listen to your intuition. And it's about supporting your inner sight. It is time to go within. I do see the Hermit here for you, so some of you will be. Your guides are reminding you that transparency is key this week. The energy of transparency supports our expansion towards a higher vibrational state of being. Sagittarius wants nothing more than to expand, being ruled by Jupiter. It will take you to a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. So again, a second card of inner sight and insight. It's very important this week that you're transparent with other people and you operate out of a place of honesty and clarity. Transparency is apparently very important for you. The archangels wanted to speak to you. These beings go by many names all over the world. For atheists, they are science and math, but I like to call them archangels. My man came out for you guys, the Archangel Michael. Remember who you are, Sagittarius. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God, and you are loved. It's time for you to truly look at who you are this week and remember who you are. You might be asking yourself, who am I right now? The Hermit is here for you, so I know that that will be happening for many of you. Take back your power came out. The Archangel Raziel says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. Manifest is a verb. No one will do it for you. It's time for you guys to remember who you are, take back your power, listen to that third eye intuitive activation, and operate out of a place of honesty and clarity. Be transparent. Think about the journeys you're taking and why. Accept the criticisms and the compliments, and stick to your friends, stick to your dogs. I did notice at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ten of Wands. You're carrying a very heavy journey. You might have a fight ahead of you. There is the Three of Cups. Those could be your friends. You could be asked to get into some creative circles or cycles with people. You might have to fight through a lot of change to get there. There also could be some arguments or conflict about third-party situations. You may have choices to make coming up. I do see endings in regards to long-term stability, family, marriage, your karmic empire. It might keep you up at night. Yeah. Okay, we'll stop there because this is just the weekly tea. At the center of it all for you, the Nine of Cups and the Hermit. Some of you think that a Virgo is your wish come true. Or some of you have Virgo in your chart. I think, though, that you will be searching your soul a lot this week, Sagittarius, about what you are most grateful for and what is a wish come true for you. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, contentment, satisfaction, gratitude. What makes you feel truly satisfied? What is wish fulfillment for you? Can you be happy with what you have in the moment? That's what the Nine of Cups is truly about. You will be searching your soul and going on a bit of a solo spirit walk. It's very natural for Sagittarius to throw the Hermit energy. You all are very philosophical and you're very deep thinkers, seeking your truth, seeking what it is, thinking a lot, searching your own soul about what wish fulfillment and what makes you truly happy. The challenge is, or the catalyst is, the world. Something might be coming to an end for you, a close. You could be at a distance from what is wish fulfillment to you, so you need to spend time alone to think about it. This could also be a fixed sign, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, one of those fixed signs. Your cycle is completing. The world is at your fingertips, or it very soon will be. You will be doing a lot of life review and searching your own soul this week. What's driving you? The Nine of Wands to the Lovers. Some of you have Gemini in your chart, or you're connecting to a Gemini. The Lovers is about more than romantic relationships and partnerships. The Lovers is about a total alignment. It can be that dream relationship, a soulmate, a dream job, the match made in heaven. I think you are driven towards this energy of the lovers, having choices that will bring love and wish fulfillment and a lover into your life. And even though you know you have choices, it seems like it's taking you a long time to get to this lover's energy. You are trying to hang in there. You might be hanging in there with a relationship or a career or a living situation that you believe is your match. So you're willing to go through the tough times to get to it. This week, you will be driven by resilience, courage, and persistence. You will have your guard up. It will be a test of faith to get to this perfect match. Yeah. You want this lover's energy very much, and you're willing to go through hell to get there. You might even feel like you're very worn down this week. In the past, recent past, well, you put a lot of work into something. Ace of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles gets the job done. He's the proverbial workhorse of the minor arcana. Slow and steady wins the race. He's not super sexy, but he works like a dog. I think this could be a career path that you're thinking about going towards now, or setting up a good, steady, solid routine in your life with a person, a job, or some situation that will require hard work and a lot of productivity. It does mean you need to take a conservative approach. You may feel as though you are at a bit of a standstill when the Knight of Pentacles comes, but you planted this seed, you started it. I think you're trying to see it through to fruition. I also think that you might be waiting for the knights come and go, they leave the castle. They're not committed, they're not tied down. A king and queen are tied down. You might be wanting to start a new situation that allows you to have a little bit more freedom, but set up a good routine. Conversely, you might be waiting for someone else to be able to do that. You might see this person or this situation as a lover. You're very worn down waiting. Sorry to be breathing so heavy, you guys. I have allergy-induced asthma. I've lost my inhaler again because I'm a Libra and I'm flighty. I'm not dying. I'm fine. Sorry if my wheezing is annoying, but what your crowning thoughts are the devil and the moon. And I was like, I think I'm going to need to clarify this. So, driven by something that makes you feel chained and bound and very uncertain about where it is you're going. The moon does not illuminate itself. It is Pisces. It is Cancer. The devil is Capricorn. The things that we're chained and bound to here on earth, driven maybe by desire, facing your shadow side and your demons and insecurities. And also, I notice he has an hourglass here, a slave to something, time, and not really knowing where you're going moving forward. There is an insecurity, there is a vagueness, there is illusion at play for you. Is this just a dream? And I wondered what the devil was for you, Sagittarius. And I think what it is for you is this Four of Cups, where you're dreaming and wishing of something. Or you're looking up at this one cup. This is the emotional reevaluation over and over and over. It is a contemplation. It is an emotional meditation. Sometimes it's where we focus on the negative and we refuse all other offers, but it's something that you just can't get off your mind, but you're having a hard time taking action for it. I think whatever that is, it's creating a negative block for you, and your guides want you to know that. And the moon, I clarified with the Tower. This is something I think you're afraid to move forward in a situation. And it's got you stuck in some lower energy because I think you're afraid to tear something down and rebuild. If I hit the eject button, if I tear it all down and rebuild, what will happen? For some of you, you've had a Tower moment and you're confused by what happened. I think that's why you're searching your own soul. Something could be ending for you or changing for you very suddenly, leaving you a little confused and insecure. Don't let it get the better of you. Don't sit idle and do nothing. Take the week to decide what makes you happiest and what's driving you. Consider what's wearing you down so much. Is it really worth it to hang in there? I think you will search your own soul to think about that. And you will be very paused between now and a new cycle. what your actions are this week. Four of Swords, stressed out. It's not as bad as the Nine of Swords. The Four of Swords is where we rest and we seek solitude and we need to meditate and contemplate something. I think you might be meditating and contemplating something to excess, to the point where it might be making you insecure. Watch out for illusion. I think you're just afraid to make a big change. But this week will be a week of solitude and recuperating. And I think you're going to spend a lot of time contemplating and really thinking about something emotionally and intellectually. You might be on somewhat of a break in some way. Some of you are recovering from an illness as well. And I have Pisces here, really probably wishing and daydreaming and thinking about your dreams and your hopes. But the way you see yourself, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Star. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here, and the Star of Aquarius. You see yourselves as wanting to be in situations where there's a lot of compassion, there's a lot of emotional stability, where your emotional intuition is grounded and stable, not operating out of a place of codependency, knowing that you're healed enough inside emotionally to create this strong, loving environment for someone else. Some of you very much want to start a new passionate pursuit in your life that you really intuitively and emotionally believe is best for you. Some of you are very focused on a water sign, water and Aquarius in their chart maybe. But you are wanting a grounded, not a grounded new, here's the grounded new start that you're wanting to put the work into. But you also see yourself as the Ace of Wands, inspired, wanting new opportunities and with passionate growth potential. This is how you see yourself. With this Queen of Cups or as the Queen of Cups, everybody wants to be the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a woman or a man. It can be a man. Men throw queen energy. The queens create the environment, that are compassionate and caring and emotionally stable. They have emotional integrity as well. And you're wishing on a star here, Sagittarius, filled with hope, wanting renewal, wanting freedom. This is about your life path, your life purpose. You are wishing for some kind of a renewal or freedom from something, probably what has been burdening you and wearing you down. You just want freedom from that feeling. An energy around you. This person sees themselves as the Knight of Swords. The way they feel about you is the Five of Pentacles. The action they're taking, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a wife, a married mother. If this is a masculine or someone else, they could be going towards a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, but to further clarify this Queen of Pentacles, I got the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. So this person could be a person that's married or a parent. It could be a business person that's suffering financially as well. You could be married to them even. I don't know that this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles are the same person. This could be also about a same-sex relationship for some of you. Yeah, you could be wanting one person, but another person's in your energy. Well, this could be anything. And I will put out a love reading for you in a day or two. This person sees themselves as the Knight of Swords. They have to be brave. They have to take a risk. They have to seize a moment of opportunity. They might be holding back and worried about doing that. They might see themselves as a very driven, ambitious, fast-thinking person. They might see themselves as they rushed right into something, or they're afraid to rush out and strike out on their own in a situation and take a risk. I think they're afraid of being left out in the cold in some way. They might even be worried about finances if they take this risk. Or there's just worry for them coming from a place of lack. They have a lacking mindset. They would have to make a major change in their life that might even affect them financially, or they just want to come in from out of the cold in some way. The action they're taking towards you is the Queen of Pentacles. So this person is obligated to something, or to a person that is obligated. This is a nurturing, practical person that provides financially. If this is you, Sagittarius, you really want to go out on a limb and take a risk with something that you think will bring you long-term prosperity. But right now, you might be left out in the cold or worried about money. I think to move on from this situation would hurt if this is your response to your environment. Some of you look at this as career. I do read this placement as either a person around you or your response to a person or your environment, so it can go both ways. If this is another person around you, they do want forward motion. They might be traveling. They could be a Cancer or have Cancer in their chart. They might have just gotten a car or something. They could have gotten into a car accident or might. The Chariot and the Ten of Swords can be something like that. But I think whatever they're driving towards, they might be leaving a situation with you or in another part of their life that was very painful, or they have somewhat of a health crisis. If you're their Queen of Pentacles, they want to come to you, perhaps to help them get over this pain, because the Five of Swords is here, but they would have to take a risk. Yeah. In your emotions, the Eight of Cups, well, you're walking away from something. Disappointed, abandoned, withdraw. You need to escape something, but you do not want to turn around and look back. And for some of you, it's like, oh, is it the long journey or the short journey? I think you're afraid to walk away from something because you're not really sure where you're going with the Moon and the Tower here. But I think you know that you need to do it. Because what we're ending on, you need to leave something behind, apparently. You will be searching your soul about what things you can leave behind and what things you can take with you. What we're ending on is the Hangman, Pisces, and the Five of Cups. This Five of Cups has come out for you guys quite a bit. Try to focus on the positive and not the negative. The Hangman teaches you to surrender and accept things that are out of your control. The Hangman is where it's a self-imposed suspension. We suspend ourselves. We've gotten ourselves into a situation that we're not really comfortable with, but we need to pause and decide what sacrifice we can make moving forward. It's where we let go and surrender and take a new perspective on something, and then we can let it go. I think you will be paused with the Hangman and the Hermit here. Again, more Pisces here. Pisces might be involved. A Scorpio might be involved. Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Libra here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, lots of earth. All the signs are on, all the elements are on the table. I think you are disappointed. You will pause. And I think that whatever you have to surrender will leave you feeling some regret and some failure. We all fail sometimes. Do not live in the regret and the disappointment. It was just a personal setback. You can forgive yourself and move on. You will be able to make it through this change. Conflict and loss is part of life. Always is change with the conflict and the loss. Try to focus on the positive and not the negative. Also watch for drinking as well. This poor girl has been in this alley a while. And you might be seeing a person like this for the first time. You know, you might be seeing how someone lives in a constant place of loss themselves. And you have to decide whether or not you can stay in that energy, because you seem like you really want to set up a good, steady routine in your life that will manifest into abundance. And yes, I see that you want the Lovers and you're really worn down trying to get there. So this week, I think you will be thinking about completions. I think you will be thinking about something or someone that's far away, possibly. Some of you are thinking about relocation or travel, but you will search your soul. I can see that it's stressing you out. I believe in you guys. You can do it. Just remember, whatever this is about, it will help you take your power back. This wouldn't come out if you were not limited in power in some way. Your guides want you to take your power back. With these endings and with these changes will come your own personal power coming back into your life and manifesting blessings. It's time to remember who you are and get creative and be loving and powerful. You are meant to be those things. So listen to your intuition and be transparent. Take the compliments and the criticisms. Stick with those friends, that one friend that really wants to protect you. And decide, is it the long journey or the short journey? Maybe it's both at the same time. Okay, Sagittarius, that's the weekly tea for you for this last week in July. Don't forget to check out your August forecast on Soma Chandra. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius, always, because I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.